Let's do some geometry using pattern blocks. Let's look at the red shape. What other shapes could we use to cover it all the way with no shapes hanging over the edge? Using one of these online math manipulatives from one of the websites that I give you, we're going to click the pattern block one. And we're going to scroll down into the pattern blocks. So I see here I have a red trapezoid, and I want to know what other shapes I could use to fill in this red trapezoid. So I can grab a diamond here and place it on top. And I can grab a triangle, but I see that it doesn't fit nicely. However, if I were to rotate this triangle around, I then see that it can fit on top. Let's grab another trapezoid. Is there another way that we can build a trapezoid with these shapes? Well, perhaps I can grab another triangle. Oh, I see it fits nicely there. Oh, again, with these two, we're going to have to rotate them. Oops, not the, there we go. All right, so that fits here. This one fits here. And then we need to do a little more rotating with that last one. Perfect. Are there any other ways that we could build using just the pattern blocks above? Could maybe this one fit? Oh, I don't think so. No way I could rotate or move this such that that would fit in there nicely. But it's a great way for students to problem solve. Let's start over. And let's start with the hexagon here. I can take two trapezoids and cover the hexagon. If I start with another one, I could potentially use these diamonds here to cover. Looks like we'll have enough. Oops. One more, there we go. To cover. If I were to use triangles instead, how many triangles would I need to fill the hexagon? Furthermore, instead of using all diamonds, I could instead use two diamonds and two triangles. Or two parallelograms and two triangles, right? Or I could use a trapezoid and three triangles. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can show, there we go, we can show and cover a hexagon using the same shapes with no overlap. So it's fun to kind of play around with these all together to see how many would work. So the lesson follow-up and your assignment for the week is to reflect on the following statements with a minimum of a paragraph per statement. Write your response in the appropriate discussion board in Moodle and respond to two classmates. So discuss how the study of measurement and data will apply directly to the students' lives. Explain why non-standard unit measurement activities are critical for primary learners and must precede student use of standard measurement tools. Explain why primary students must have opportunities to talk with other students and their teachers to make sense of the geometry they are learning. You may need to use some outside resources and to help further develop these statements that you're going to make in paragraphs. Not just your assumptions, but if you do use other resources, make sure you cite them, please. So for some fun hands-on in your assignment, you're going to create your own patterns and share in the appropriate discussion board. Using pattern blocks, create your own growing pattern. Identify the pieces you use to create your growing pattern and the specific growing pattern itself. Grow your pattern to the 6th location and show each intermediate step in between. And then the second one, using a minimum of 10 pattern blocks, create a geometric design of your choice. Label the shapes and quantity of each shape used. Be creative. Create a dog or a cat or a tree, something fun. Use your imagination. Be creative. Share those items also in the appropriate discussion. Thanks so much for a great lesson on kindergarten.